Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to our channel. We are Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, and today we're doing a pick a card reading for no contact situations to see the truth of what's going on in your person's head and in their heart. I do apologize for my voice. It is still the same person. I am on the tail end of a cold, so I apologize for that. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey today. And please remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. So please take from this reading what speaks to your soul and let the rest go. Also, if you're interested in looking at your personal journey, we've been doing private readings for over 30 years, and there's a link in the description below and pinned to the top comment for getting private readings with us. For today's pick a card reading, we have 4 selections for you from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Pile 1 is action, and that says waxing gibbous 6 for the phase of the moon. And that comes with rose quartz. Pile 2 is growth, and this says waxing crescent 3 for those of you that are aware of the cycles of the moon and may like those. And that comes with the tiger's eye obelisk. Pile 3 is purity, and that's related to the snow moon, and that comes with clear quartz, of course. Pile 4 is focus, and that is waxing gibbous 5 phase of the moon, and this comes with citrine. Choose the one you feel most drawn to. Take your time and pause if you need to. The timestamps are below in the description and pinned to the top comment, so you can go directly to your reading. So take a moment to relax and release everything except what's happening in this moment. This time is for you. Let's begin your journey today. I will see you in your readings. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the action card and the rose quartz obelisk. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if you find your selection doesn't resonate with you at all or with your situation, we do encourage you to select a different one. For today's reading, we're looking at no contact situations to see what's going on in your person's head and in their heart. So on the top row, we'll look at what's going on in their head and heart. And on the bottom row, we'll look to see if there's any contact or communication coming from them. So let's get right into this Pile 1 and see what's going on in your person's head and heart. What's going on in Pile 1's person's head and heart? If you didn't listen to the intro, I am on the other side of a cold, the Ace of Pentacles, and I sound a lot worse than I feel, okay? So let's see what else for Pile 1. In their head and heart, the Knight of Swords. What's going on in Pile 1's person's head and heart? The 9 of Swords. Pile 1's person, what's going on in their head and heart? The 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this Knight of Swords is air energy, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If your sun, moon, rising for you or your person is in Aquarius, that can be a place of validation for you. It doesn't have to be for your selection to work, for this selection to work for you. Some people like to validate their pile selection with astrology. Now, this is a no contact situation. And I actually do feel with what we're seeing here in this reading is that this no contact situation is very difficult on your person. as well as it is on you. This Nine of Swords, I do feel that they think and they outthink and they overthink and they what if. And it's like this what ifing causes them to really kind of get into this place of obsessive thinking, being overwhelmed. I feel that it is even keeping them awake at night with this Nine of Swords, not sleeping, lots of thoughts, obsessive thoughts, really trying to outthink the situation where instead of outthinking, they really need to feel. But that as well is validated by this Knight of Swords. Now, this Knight of Swords is someone who is thinking about communication. They're going to charge in when they're ready, okay? They will charge in with communication when they are ready to communicate. Now, this Ace of Pentacles is about a fresh start, new beginning. And even though you're in a period of no contact, or there's no communication, or they're even ghosting you, this is telling us there is a fresh start, new beginning coming for the two of you, and it will be built on a stronger foundation, okay? A much stronger foundation than what it was before. Now, this Two of Pentacles is about change. This tells us that change is coming to your connection with your person. And if we turn this sideways, we see the infinity symbol here, okay? So this connection between you and the person you're asking about, it is a connection that's very deep. It's very spiritual. It could be a soulmate connection. It could be a twin flame connection. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know what your situation is. But this connection between the two of you is not over. Change is coming. This Two of Pentacles is about change. This Ace of Pentacles is about a fresh start, new beginning. So now let's look and see if there's going to be contact. Will there be contact from pile one's person? Here's what's interesting. I think that this is really more about, is there going to be contact? This tells me yes. The aces are yeses. So yes, there's going to be contact. Your person's going to charge in and communicate after making some changes, after some change happens or they have to make some change in their life. Okay, so let's see what communication, contact coming from pile one's person. Sometimes the universe flips the piles. I don't know why that happens, but it does. But let's see what else we have here coming from pile one. Will there be communication? The Sun. Now, look very closely at this Sun card. See that infinity symbol? That, not the infinity symbol, but this yin yang. That's the symbol of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in union, okay? So the Sun is one of the best cards in the deck. And it doesn't get much better than the Sun. This is really as good as it gets. It's about harmony. It's about balance. It's about love, joy, fulfillment in a connection and in a relationship. I dropped too many on the floor. Let's see what else we get here. For pile one. Will there be communication from pile one's person? The Four of Pentacles. That has the Sun in it as well, and the Swan. Now the Swan is a symbol of love. It's a symbol of soulmates. Swans mate for life. Okay? So having this here is a very strong indicator. Your person has feelings for you. They haven't forgotten you. They think about you all the time. What's going on in their head? Obsessive thoughts. They think about you all the time. What else for pile one? Will there be communication from their person? The Seven of Wands. Communication is coming. Pile one. Communication is coming. Now this Four of Pentacles, in a general reading, the Four of Pentacles is really about money because Pentacles are money. It's foundation. It's assets. And the Four of Pentacles can be like, I always call it the Ebenezer Scrooge card because In some decks, it just has this man sitting there holding on to his money. But in a relationship reading, in a love reading, in a reading like this, to me, this really indicates that they're holding on to you, and they're holding you close to their heart. They're holding on to you like Ebenezer Scrooge holds on to his money. See what else for pile 1. Will there be communication? The Ace of Wands. Now, as I said earlier, aces are yes. So yes, there's going to be contact. We started with a yes, we ended with a yes. I do feel communication is coming from your person, okay? They're trying to find the courage at this moment, as this Seven of Wands tells us, to actually do something about the situation. This Ace of Wands is about action. This is about your person rising up here and taking action, okay? I do feel for most of you, there is going to be communication from this person, okay? There's an awareness here on their part that there is this strong connection, that this is something different, that this is something that is unique. Now, the card that you chose for the reading today is Action. And this here says Waxing Gibbous 6, but that's just a phase of the moon. So with this action card, though, it basically says the time has come to take action. Take action, like this Ace of Wands tells us here. Take action, and to let go of paralysis, not you, but your person. Let go of their burdens, step by step. And it seems your person is afraid to move forward because change can be difficult, especially if they've been hurt or maybe they failed before, and they're anxious about what may happen if they take action. But they are taking action. The Seven of Wands and Ace of Wands tells us they are taking action. This card tells us that your person is being, this action card tells us, your person is being encouraged by the powers that be, the universe, the people upstairs, to take action and embrace that action and do something to create a shift in the energy between you. Now, but what about you, pile 1? Where do you need to take action? And I'm not talking about reaching out to your person who's in no contact, but I'm asking you to look at yourselves and look at your lives and do some self-reflection and see if there is something in your life at the moment that requires your attention and your action for yourself. Okay, pile 1? So let's see for pile 1, what is in their head, what is in their heart of their person. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay, so I don't feel that that is your person waiting longer. They already haven't been rushing into it. They already have probably been waiting. This is really more for you. If you are deciding to leave this connection or leave this situation, I feel that that advice is for you, pile 1. Wait, allow nature to take its course. I still feel there's more to this story that you're not seeing yet, because this person, your person, with this Two of Pentacles here, is in a place of change and transition. And that change and transition has to happen in order for this connection to achieve the fullness that it can achieve between you guys. Okay? Let's see what else for pile 1. Pile 1. Endless possibilities. So this connection with your person, pile 1, it's limitless. There are endless possibilities. There is more to your story. This reading tells us there's so much more to your story than what you're currently seeing, than what you're currently experiencing. And so the universe is really encouraging you to wait, be still. It's really hard to be still when we know something is perfect for us, when we know that there's a great connection, when we can really feel and experience the love and this connection to somebody else, and we want to move it along, they're the one that has to move it. Your person's the one that has to move it. And sometimes we may want to jump in with both feet and try and help out. You can't. Wait. They're going to be taking action. They are taking action. Let's see what else for pile 1. What else for pile 1? Success. The angels say, and these are the angel cards, the angel oracle. Angels say success. Success is coming to the situation between the two of you. I feel that very strongly here with the cards that we're getting, but I feel that your person is the one that has to be the initiator of this communication. They're the ones that have to change the dynamic of what's happened between the two of you. There is a beautiful union here that's possible between the two of you with this yin-yang symbol here, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together in a relationship. They want to hold on to you. They're finding the courage. They have to find that courage. They have to stop what-ifing everything to death, find the courage, and actually initiate this communication to create this fresh start, new beginning on a stronger foundation than where it was before. So now we're going to use some message cards, unspoken love messages from the heart, to get some messages from the heart and head of the person you're asking about. These unspoken love messages from the heart are our cards. We made 3 decks recently, and we just started using them last week when they arrived, hot off the press, and I'm going to be using them now to get some love messages from the heart of your person, and these will be available for sale soon in our Etsy shop. So let's see for pile 1, what is in their person's head and heart. I hurt you because it's easier for me if you hate me rather than tell you the truth. Okay, so this can come, this 9 of Swords, it's about a lot of self-doubt. It's about insecurities. Perhaps your person as well has some abandonment issues that they have to deal with, that they have to heal and work through. There's 3 action cards here. They're taking action. Okay, what else for pile 1? I feel like an idiot for letting you go. Well, yes. Yeah, I'm sure your person agrees. I'm sure pile 1 people agree with that you feel like an idiot for letting you go. And I do feel they do. They feel really stupid. And again, they're having to find the courage to rise up, to change the dynamic in this situation. I'm letting go of old ways and leaving toxic people and situations behind. I want a better life for myself. A new beginning right there. I want a better life for myself. A new beginning. And that new beginning and the better life for themselves is you. And with this toxic people and situations, perhaps for some of you, not all of you obviously watching today, but everybody has different situations and scenarios that they're dealing with. But for some of you, perhaps your person, the one you're asking about, is stuck in a toxic situation with someone else, with a third party, with a karmic, or they're stuck in a toxic, dysfunctional situation. But this is saying that they're going to rise up. Get the courage here of this 7 of Wands. Rise up and take action. This is all about action, them taking action. See, I've been crying over you. And I believe that as well with this 9 of Swords. That figure there is crying in bed. I feel that your person does have sorrow, regret, sadness about how they have dealt with the situation. But they're the only one that can fix this, pile one. What else for pile one? I want a new beginning with you. There it is again. There it is again. Is it possible to forgive and forget? And I feel that you would forgive them. I do feel that you would forgive them. But that's something that you have to ask yourself. Can you forgive them? Can you forgive whatever it is that they did that caused them to go no contact, that caused them to ghost you, that caused them to put distance and separation between the two of you, or that caused them to run? Can you forgive them? That's something that you can only ask yourself, but the time to make that decision is not now. I feel that you have to wait to make that decision, pile one. Now is not the time. Wait and see. So let's see what else we get here for more messages from their heart and head. This is one of our other decks, Divine Masculine Soul Messages. So let's see what else does pile one. Pile one's person. What's in their head and heart? What's in their heart and head? I just can't love anyone else anymore. See, so perhaps for some of you, I do feel that your person may be stuck in a situation. That won't apply to everyone, of course. With these message cards, please just take what resonates and let the rest go. It's not going to apply to absolutely everyone. There's too many situations and too many people watching this for it to be a personal reading. The day my life changed forever was the day I first saw you. See, so there's an acknowledgement here. There's a knowing. They know that there is something unique and special and wonderful about you and about your connection. I miss you so much. It hurts. I left you before you could leave me. I have abandonment fears. Now, that actually makes sense as well with that 9 of Swords that we saw there. That 9 of Swords could very much be about abandonment issues and abandonment fears that they have to work through and have to deal with. Let's see what else for pile one. I see you in my dreams. We are already together in 5D. So I do feel for you, pile one, although this is a no contact situation between you and your person, I do feel that there's an awareness within them that they need to take action. This does indicate that they miss you very much. The love for you is still very much here. They do want to create a fresh start, new beginning with you. And we saw that with the Ace of Pentacles, which started the reading, and the Ace of Wands at the end. 2 aces. This tells us that yes, there is going to be communication. The love for you is still very much here. They do want to create a fresh start, new beginning. They have an awareness that there's something about the connection with you that they can never have with anyone else. But the universe is also encouraging you to wait, to not take action, to not reach out, to not communicate, to use the no contact rule. We put out a video last week with a no contact rule. I'll put that in the description and pinned to the top comment. This is your reading for today, pile one. I hope you were able to find some guidance for your situation. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the top comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. I'll see you over in reading 2. Have a great day, guys. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose growth and the tiger's eye obelisk. I am at the tail end of a cold, and my voice normally doesn't sound like this. It sounds a lot worse than what it really is, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up. My voice is not its normal self. So This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with everyone watching today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if you find your selection doesn't resonate with you at all, we do encourage you to select a different one. Today we're looking at no contact situations to see what's going on in your person's head and heart. So on the top row, we'll look at what's going on in their head and heart. And on the second row, we're going to see if any contact or communication is coming from them. Okay? Although it might be flipped, it was in pile 1, so let's see what happens here. So for pile 2, what's going on in pile 2's person, head and heart, the head and heart of pile 2's person, head and heart of pile 2's person. The 5 of Cups. What else for pile 2? The person's head and heart. Temperance, that's Sagittarius energy. What else for pile 2's person, head and heart? The 4 of Swords. And the Empress. Well, there's a definite attraction here, pile 2. Definitely attracted. There's also a definite sense that you would make a very good long-term romantic partner with this Empress card being here, okay? Now, this Temperance card is about, well, it's Sagittarius, so if your sun, moon, rising for you, or your person is in Sagittarius, this can be a place of validation for you. Temperance is about patience, and I swear, I think Temperance comes up in at least 2 piles for every pick a card reading I have ever done. Temperance seems to come up so often, but the interesting thing about Temperance is, yes, it is about having to have patience because things have to be tempered. Like the making of tempered steel, it takes 500 times you heat it up, you pound it out, you cool it off. That's something that takes a while. I always apply that to Temperance because that's what makes sense to me. However, Temperance is also about alchemy. Look at the blending of these substances, fire and ice. There's a very strong spiritual connection here between you and your person. Pile 2, it is what it is. It is there. Very strong connection. And a lot of times, these strong connections, they will take some time to unfold. There will be stops and starts. There will be 10 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, halt. And obviously that's where you guys are right now. You're in a place of no contact. Perhaps they're running, perhaps they're just ghosting, perhaps they're just communicating with you whenever they feel like it without any forward plan of moving your connection forward. Now, with this 5 of Cups being here, I do feel that there is a lot of regret and remorse around them. I do feel they have regret for how they have acted, for how they have treated you. But this 4 of Swords tells us that at the moment they are in a place of hibernation. They're in a place of recovery. They're in a place of rest. Perhaps they need to heal some things within themselves before they can really move forward and embrace this connection between the two of you. Now, this Empress card tells us that they are aware that there is something about you. It tells us that they're aware that there's something about you that is just so differently unique than anyone they've ever been with before. You have a strong intuition. You're very nurturing. You're very loving. You're very caring. You have a real sense of knowing them and understanding them, being able to help them and give them support and love and encouragement. There's a wisdom about you as well. Pile 3, there's a wisdom to you, and this is something that they are very, very aware of. They know that you would make the ideal partner for them. They know this. There's an awareness about this. Now, for some of them, that can be scary. So they hibernate, they retreat away. They're scared. It frightens them because here it is, it's standing right in front of them, what they could really have in terms of a really strong partnership with a really fabulous person. And oh my God, I can't allow myself to go down that path. But they do this because they are afraid. They do this from a place of fear. Is there love here? Yes. There's an awareness that there is a connection here. There's an awareness that there is a chemistry as well with this Temperance card. And both of these cards have rainbows on them. And rainbows are a symbol of hope, even though this is the Five of Cups. And they're very disappointed and have a lot of regret for how they've handled things. Rainbows are a symbol of hope. And these butterflies are a symbol of transformation and change, which to me would indicate that that's why they're in hibernation. They're in their cocoon before they come out of that cocoon and come back as a butterfly and are then able to be more of the partner that you need and deserve. So let's see what else for pile 2. Their connection, let's see. Will there be communication? Will there be communication from the person for pile 2? Communication. Strength. That's Leo energy. So sun, moon, rising in Leo for you or your person. That can be a place of validation for you, pile 2. For those that like to validate with astrology. It doesn't have to be for this selection to work for you. Some people like to validate that way. The Five of Swords. See what else for pile 2. What else for pile 2 here? Justice. So that's Libra energy. So sun, moon, rising in Libra for you or your person. Well, there we go. Always happens at least once. The Three of Cups. So is there communication coming from your person? Pile 2, I do feel there is communication coming from your person. I do feel that you're going to hear from them. Now, what's happening here is they're weighing things in the balance here. Weighing things in the balance, trying to figure themselves out, realizing that they have perhaps as well broken their own heart by acting the way they did. There's regret and remorse for how they acted. There's regret and remorse for what transpired between the two of you, whether there was a big, huge argument, or whether you guys just had a disagreement, or whether they just ghosted you, okay? Which is the worst thing ever to do to anybody ever, okay? But this Strength card, there's an awareness that there is a really strong connection here. That infinity symbol, it goes beyond one lifetime. There's a really strong connection. There's that little heart right there. So there's love. There is this sense of love here from your person. They do need to find the strength. They do need to find the courage to initiate communication after they have been in no communication, no contact for however long that's been. But this indicates that they will do this. This Three of Cups is about having a social activity. It's a social occasion. So perhaps they're going to ask you to go to a dinner, have a coffee, have a drink, whatever, something social to allow the two of you to talk, to see what is going on in your lives and to see if you can come back into each other's lives. This Justice card, this tells us that the story between the two of you is not finished. Remember I said this is Libra energy. It's about balance. It's about bringing things into balance. And your person is having to come into balance as well. But justice is very much about, it's the contract that's there between the two of you. It's your soul contracts with one another, that you will have certain experiences of growth, for personal growth with one another, whether it's while you're together or while you're in separation. And those experiences are the fulfillment of your soul contracts with one another that you agreed to have for your own personal development and for your personal and spiritual growth. Okay, pile 2. Now let's look at this growth card, right? Growth. So, rejecting being stagnant. Growth is about rejecting being stagnant to get unstuck, okay? Stop being stagnant, and this is for pile 2's person. They're saying they're going to stop being stagnant and get unstuck. And this is about taking action. But it's also about taking the action to grow. And this card is also about courage. Strength is courage. Growth, justice, okay? It's about courage and the courage to grow and the courage to change. Your person needs to grow and evolve to be able to sustain and maintain this connection with you. But what about you, pile 2? What are you doing to grow and evolve? Are you taking steps, even small baby steps, to grow and evolve yourself? A spiritual connection is a journey of growth for both of you. And if you need to grow and haven't, this could be what's holding this connection back from reaching the fullness that it can reach. This is a spiritual connection. It tells us because we have temperance, because we have strength, and because we have justice. 3 very powerful major arcana cards. Life lessons, spiritual growth, healing opportunities, all of that come with these spiritual connections, whether it's a soulmate, whether it's a twin flame. Healing opportunities will come with those connections. So perhaps it's time for you as well to experience some growth, pile 2, maybe do some inner work. What can you do to make changes in your life? Have you been holding back? Have you been waiting to see what your person's going to do? Now is the time for you to embrace your own growth. Pile 2, embrace the energy of this Empress. Empower yourself and start your own growth process. If you haven't already, I know some of you are already on a spiritual growth process. I know this because of the comments that you leave. But for those of you who are frustrated and feeling stuck with your person because nothing's happening, if you start your own growth process, this can actually start your connection moving if you haven't started your growth process already. Okay, pile 2, what else here for pile 2? A higher view. A higher view. This is really about looking at things from that 10,000 foot view, looking at things from that higher perspective. And when we look at things from a higher perspective, we're able to see them more clearly, right? Your person is starting to look at things from a higher perspective as well. They're starting to see that there is a richness and fullness to this connection that's here between the two of you. That is what is bringing about this process of transformation and growth within them. We have these butterflies here that symbolize transformation, and this is the growth card as well. The person's changing, they're growing, they're evolving. And I do feel that that is part of the process that needs to happen within each of you individually so that you can come together to form a stronger, more powerful union and connection. This is about a very strong connection that's here between you guys. This is about a very strong connection that's here between you guys, pile 2. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So I do feel that, we can show this one. I do feel that a miracle is coming for you, pile 2. It's a miracle that I could show that card. A miracle is coming for you, pile 2. Change is definitely happening. It's definitely coming here. see what else for pile 2. Will there be communication from their person? Will pile 2's person communicate? Well, this says a year from now. I don't necessarily feel it's going to be a year from now. I would say it's going to be within a year, within this 12-month period. I do feel that communication is coming, but timing in any kind of reading is always dependent on so many different variables. I really feel that the timing in this connection, because we are talking about a spiritual connection, we are talking about a connection that is soulmate, twin flame, kindred spirit, very deep soul connection here. It's really based on the timing of the universe, so divine timing is at play here. There is divine guidance around this situation with that Temperance card being here, so I don't feel that necessarily taking that a year from now is something that we should all be like, oh my God, I think it's going to... I do feel what that indicates more so is that within this next year, you should start to see change in your situation with your person. And you know what? Change takes time. Change takes time. You know that. You know that. All right, so pile 2. Now we're going to do some message cards, unspoken love messages from their heart. This is going to tell us what's going on in your person's head, what's going on in their heart. These are our cards. They're hot off the press. They will be available soon for purchase. If anybody's interested, drop us a comment below. And let's see what is going on in your person's head and heart for pile 2. I want you to want me. I'm yours and you're mine. Well, of course you want them, or you wouldn't be listening to this reading. It's also important with these message cards that you only take what resonates and let the rest go. These message cards will not apply to everyone watching, so please just take in what resonates, release the rest. What else for pile 2? I feel so sad and down without you in my life. You really were my sunshine and always made me smile. I really miss what we had. Okay, well, they're the one that needs to fix that. Your person's the one that needs to fix this, pile 2. If they miss you, let them do something about this. I just can't do this right now. Well, we know this. We already know this, pile 2's person. You're hibernating. You are away. You are in the cave. You are in the cave with these bears, apparently. These 3 bears, you're in the cave with them. So we know that you can't do it right now. But change and transformation is coming. It's important to remember growth. Your person is going through growth. Pile 2, I wish I could tell you how much I still love you. And they will have the opportunity to do that. What else for pile 2? What else for pile 2 here? I feel so jealous because you're so special to me, and I want you all to myself. Well, pile 2's person. There is really only one way that you can ensure that that will happen. You, pile 2's person, are the one that has to fix that. So let's see what other messages we get here for pile 2. I'm using one of our other decks. It's Divine Masculine Soul Messages. More messages from their heart and soul. Let's see what else. Let's see what else for pile 2. Messages from their heart and soul. What's in their heart and soul for pile 2 in this no contact situation? I see you in my dreams. We are already together in 5D. So that 4 of Swords very much is about someone who is dreaming, someone who is sleeping, someone who is hibernating. So they could very well be seeing you in their dreams right now. Remember, there is an awareness. They may not exactly know what to call it, but there is an awareness that there is a strong connection here. They may not know that you're soulmates. They may not know that you're twin flames. They may call it chemistry. They may call it a spark. They may call it attraction, something else, whatever. But there is an awareness. So they do see you in their dreams. Are you seeing them in your dreams as well? Pile 2. I pretend that I'm happy without you, but the truth is I'm heartbroken over you. Very true. I do. That 5 of Swords. Remember I said early on in the reading that they felt like they'd broken their own heart. Yeah, I feel like it's been really hard on them as well, Pile 2. I've been so irritated lately not hearing from you. Well, you know what, Pile 2's person, the solution to that is to pick up the phone and reach out to them yourself. Let's see what else here for Pile 2. And I don't feel like you should initiate communication with them, Pile 2. This is about them taking action. This is about them going through growth. This is about looking at things from the higher perspective and saying, okay, you know what? I need to stand back. I'm taking the power of that Empress, and I'm just standing back from this. I can still feel you. I feel our connection getting stronger. Very much about that Strength card. The connection between the two of you is strengthening. It is getting stronger. Let's see what else here for Pile 2. What's in their head and heart? I wish I handled things differently. I was selfish, immature, and only looking out for my best interests. You deserve someone better than me. And then on the bottom we have, I love who I am when I am with you. See, that is all of their own self-doubt, low self-esteem, and low self-worth stuff. See, I feel that when they had you in their life, when the two of you were together, they felt like they could conquer the world. You, the Empress, were giving them this love, support, encouragement to do whatever it was that they needed to do. They miss that. And they love who they are when they are with you. There's a strong connection here between you and your person, Pile 2. That connection is deepening. It's strengthening. Your person is going through growth. They are, with this 4 of Swords, they are hibernating in this cave with these bears right now. And they're going to come out of that cave and be a different person. They're going through change. They're going through growth. It's important that you look at your own life and see where you need to change and where you need to grow as well. This is your reading for today, Pile 2. I hope you were able to find some guidance for your situation. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very, very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. I'll see you over in reading 3. Have a great day, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose Purity, the Purity card, which is the Snow Moon, and the Clear Quartz. This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it or all of the messages will resonate with everyone watching today. So please take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if you find that your selection doesn't resonate with you at all, we do encourage you to select a different one. So if you missed the introduction and just went straight to your reading, I am at the tail end of a cold. That's why my voice sounds like this. It sounds a lot worse than what I feel. So it's just really affected my voice and a lot of sneezing. Anyway, so today's reading, we're looking at no contact situations to see what's going on in your person's head and their heart. So on the top row, we'll look at what's going on in their head and what's going on in their head and heart. And on the second row, we will look and see if there's going to be any communication or contact coming from them. Although, based on Pile 1 and Pile 2's reading, some of that may get flipped around by how the universe decides to show the cards. So we will figure it out. Let's get right into your reading, Pile 3, and see what is in your person's head what is in their heart. For pile 3, what's in their person's head and heart? The 9 of Pentacles. What else for pile 3? What's in their person's head and heart? The Chariot. The Star. This is the Star. So the Chariot is Cancer energy. So sun, moon, or rising in Cancer for you or your person. That can be a place of validation from you, for you. The Star is Aquarius energy. So sun, moon, rising in Aquarius for you or your person. That can also be a place of validation as well. It doesn't have to be for this selection to work for you. Some people like to validate their selections based on their astrology signs. What else for pile 3? The 8 of Cups. So this 9 of Pentacles is very much about someone who is focused on financial security, financial stability. This could be you, this could be your person right now. Pile 3, very focused on financial security, financial stability. This is also someone who is very independent. So this could be you right now, being very independent, focused on yourself, focused on your life, doing what you need to do to get on with it. It could also be your person being very focused on themselves and focused on their lives as well. Now, this Chariot card, it does imply that there is going to be movement. If things have been stuck, this does tell us that things are going to get unstuck. And we know that because of this Star here. Chariot's about forward movement. It's about success. It's about victory. But it's also, if we look at this, it's about having to make a choice. Am I going to go this way? Or am I going to go that way? That could be you, or that could be your person, okay? Are you deciding that you're going to move on? Or are you deciding that you're going to wait? Is your person deciding that they're going to initiate communication and come back around, okay? That's what all of that Chariot's about. Now this Star, although it is covered, the Star is Aquarius energy, but the Star is about healing. There's so much healing that needs to happen in this connection. The connection itself needs to be healed, but I feel that your person needs to be healed as well. Now this Star card tells us that your person does view you as this ideal. They view you as the ideal one. They would even have viewed you as the one. But I feel for them. But I feel with this 8 of Cups being here, this is telling us that they just ran away. This is the symbol of a runner. The 8 of Cups is about emotional abandonment. It's about someone who's running away, running from the connection. But they're not really running from you. They're running from themselves, and they're running from the person that they would have to be, the person that they would have to grow and evolve into in order to maintain and sustain this connection with you. Healing is happening. There is going to be forward movement, okay? But let's get some more cards and see what else we get here. So there is definitely a sense from your person that there is a strong connection between the two of you. And it's one that does come with love. It comes with love. That this 8 of Cups is about someone who has really dumped all the cups off and ran away. It might be too much for them, but let's see what else we get here. Pile 3. Will there be communication? Will pile 3's person communicate with them? will there be communication? The Five of Pentacles, that's very much about being left out in the cold. Let's see what else here. Another card of abandonment, being left out in the cold. The Two of Swords at a crossroads, having to make a decision. What else for pile 3? Will there be communication from pile 3's person? The Ace of Swords. And then on the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. So, okay, pile 3, there will be communication. This Ace of Swords, it's about, well, it's the sword of truth, but it's also about clarity. And it's about the initiation of communication. It's about the initiation of a decision. It's actually the making of a decision that comes from this Two of Swords, which is about having to make a decision. So at a crossroads here with the Two of Swords and the Chariot, very much at a crossroads. Your person is, perhaps you are as well, about what you should do. So this is telling us at a crossroads, needing to make a decision, okay? Then having this sense of clarity, being able to see clearly, being able to be on the other side of all of this clouds and all this clouded judgment, being able to see things clearly. And then making this decision, making a decision for love and putting forth the effort and the energy to bring the connection between the two of you back together. But this as well, with what I'm getting here in this selection for you guys, pile 3, is that you have also changed and evolved here. And you have gone through your own healing process. And you are perhaps in this place where you don't want to be part of this anymore. And for some of you, that's what I feel this Eight of Cups is about. Now, this isn't everyone. This is some of you take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do feel that some of you are feeling very empowered. You want to heal from this, and you're making your own decision to perhaps use this Eight of Cups and walk away from this connection yourself. Not all of you are in that situation, but I do feel some of you are. That just popped into my head really quickly from Spirit, so I did want to put that out there. Some of you don't want to go back. You don't want this person to return. You're open to someone new coming into your life. But as far as your person goes, pile 3, they are, although they have left you out in the cold, and they may feel that way themselves now, they're making a decision to initiate communication, to try and bring your connection to this place of balance and harmony. The Two of Cups is a union of hearts, to actually have this opportunity for a fresh start, for another chance, for this relationship to be able to become what it can become once they make this decision and get past themselves. Okay, now the card that you chose for the reading is Purity, and it says snow moon. So, and purity in this regard, we're not talking about sexual purity or being a virgin or any of that nonsense. Okay, it means the purity of the silver moon on the unmarked snow. And the ancients looked at the cycles that brought snow and ice as, you know, kind of like a reset button, a time when everything lays fallow. And back in the ancient times, these times were hard, but if you prepared for them, you would survive. And this card is about looking for the simplest and cleanest solution and to understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Now, this could apply either to your person or to you, but it also means to be as clear as possible with communication, which will lead to fewer miscommunications and misunderstandings in relationships. Okay, so this as well, it is about clear communication, better communication. No misunderstandings, no miscommunications with this Ace of Swords being here. Okay? Now let's see what else we get for you, pile 3. Let's see what else for pile 3. What's in their person's head and heart? Will there be communication? Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So this does not necessarily mean that you are trying too hard or that you're putting forth the effort. And I certainly don't feel that you should be putting forth any effort or energy to try and get them to communicate. This Ace of Swords here really is the answer. The question we asked here was, will there be communication? So that really is a yes or no answer, right? And aces are very much about a yes answer. So yes, there will be communication. So I don't feel that you should initiate communication with your person right now, pile 3, especially if you have tried and there has been no response. Leave them to it. There's things that have to happen here in this connection that have to happen with them on their own that they need to do by themselves. They need to find that clarity. They need to be able to see clearly. Okay, pile 3, let's see what else. I also feel that this is telling us that this whole situation, this whole dynamic between the two of you is really, there's divine guidance around it, which means there's divine timing that comes into play with it as well, which means it's unfolding the way that the people upstairs, the way the universe want it to unfold, which is the way that you and your person truly need it to unfold, because you are each learning different lessons and having different experiences that are helping to put you in this place that you need to be, so that when the opportunity for this to come back together is presented, you are both in a stronger, more independent, secure position than where you were before, and healing inner work. You or your person, perhaps your person needs to do some inner work. Perhaps you need some inner work as well, pile 3. You doing inner work only will help the dynamic between the two of you. If you haven't done so yet, it's a good thing to do to help you really understand who you are and address what issues you need to address within yourself to actually help the dynamic in your connection. This is let it go. Now, I find this really, really interesting. These cards look so much alike, and they're from two completely different decks. And this let it go card is really about you letting it go and surrendering it to the universe. Not letting this connection go unless you're ready to walk away from it, and some of you will be. We already discussed that earlier. This is really more about letting it go, letting divine timing, letting divine guidance come into play to fix the dynamic and fix the situation between the two of you and get it to the place that it needs to be, to get it on track for your person to actually initiate the communication and actually create a new beginning and fresh start with you that is built on this foundation of love. So let go, let the universe, let God, and trust in divine timing here. So what else for pile 3? Will there be communication from their person? What is in their head and heart? Remain positive. Remain positive. Let it go. Let it go. Turn it over to the universe, but remain positive. Remaining positive, because change is happening, change is coming. But again, for some of you, I do feel that you are at a place with this where you are ready to rise up, and you've gone through so much inner work, you've done so much healing yourselves. And I feel the way this looks is that some of you that chose this pile today, and this is the only pile this has come up in, by the way, that you are choosing to walk away from this. I feel some of you may do that. Some of you may make that choice. Again, take what resonates, let the rest go. What I just said there is not for everyone that's watching. Now I'm going to do some message cards, which are what's going on in their heart, what's going on in their head. These are unspoken love messages from the heart. These are our cards. We made these. We have 3 decks. I'll be using 2 of them today. And details will be coming soon on how to purchase them if you're interested. And if you are interested, just drop a note in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. So let me straighten this up again really quickly here. Pile 3, what is going on in their person's head and heart? Will there be communication? My biggest regret is that I didn't fight for this love. They didn't fight for this love. Now, it's really important with these message cards that you take what resonates and let the rest go. Not all of the messages will resonate with your situation. Everyone has a different scenario, different situations that they're in. Where do we go from here? Well, there is this opportunity here, Pile 3, to have this union of hearts. There is this opportunity for this beautiful new beginning, for this beautiful fresh start with a strong foundation of love. But it's still going to take some time for it to get to that place with your person. Let's see what else. They need to heal. I feel they need to heal, and your connection needs to heal as well, because they may have really caused some damage here. I don't want to lose you. What else for Pile 3? What is in their person's head and heart? I want you back because I know we are meant to be together. They know that you're meant to be together, Pile 3. Let's see what else for Pile 3. You're the right person at the wrong time. So perhaps it is a question of time here. It's a question of time. Things need more time to develop between the two of you. They have to go through healing. Perhaps some of you have to go through healing as well. And to be able to embrace the fullness that this connection can be. And sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years for people to actually go through these changes to become the person that they need to be able to put forth the effort and energy that's required to sustain and maintain this kind of connection. Okay, this is the second set of message cards that I'll be using that are our message cards from Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. These are divine masculine soul messages. Okay, these don't have to be from Twin Flame. These are just messages from your person's soul, from their heart, from their head. Let's see what else does Pile 3 have to say. Pile 3 have to say here. I feel lost in life. Okay, and they could. Perhaps they're having financial problems here. This 5 of Pentacles as well could be that they're having financial difficulties, financial problems. They're trying to figure themselves out. Perhaps they need to change jobs. Perhaps they've lost a job here as well, with that 5 of Pentacles being there. That is a possibility here as well for some of you. I feel unworthy of your love. And that would make sense as well if they're having problems with their financial situations, right? Hopefully, let's see what else. I ended it because I had other things going on that needed my attention. See, that could be with that 9 of Pentacles. That 9 of Pentacles could be about them really having to be focused on work, focused on making money, focused on their career and jobs. So let's see what else for Pile 3. what's in their head and heart. I just can't forgive myself. But they will. They will. This shows us that they will. They will forgive themselves. They will forgive themselves. Remember, we talked about this purity card. It was a reset button, right? The card that you selected for the reading. This purity card, it's a reset button. A time where things lay fallow and nothing's changing and everything seems like it's in a bit of a state of limbo. But then things change and they're reborn and there's renewal and there's regeneration and restoration. And with this star card as well, there is healing. Let's see what else for pile 3. What is in their person's head and heart? It isn't you. I just have been hurt so many times in the past. I have a hard time trusting. Again, this is something that they are going to have to work through. It's something that they're going to have to change. It's something that they have to deal with. And it's something that they're going to have this moment of clarity. They're going to be able to see the forest for the trees, and they're going to be able to have an epiphany. This sense of like, oh my gosh, I totally see all of this now. I know this is a spiritual connection. Okay? So, pile 3, for you, I feel that there is this opportunity here for your person to make a decision and initiate communication with you. I do feel that once they do that, they will want to have a fresh start, new beginning with you and start going through steps to bring this connection and bring this relationship together. However, I do feel for some of you, you are reaching sort of like what you consider to be the end of this path, and you are considering letting this go once and for all. Your person still needs to heal, and then once they heal, this connection and this relationship needs to heal. Okay? Things are in this place of non-movement. They're in a place of stagnation right now. It is still going to take some time. Your person knows that this is a spiritual connection. They know that they have created a lot of issues and a lot of problems here between the two of you, that they're having a hard time forgiving themselves over, but they will. Ultimately, I feel, pile 3, it will come down to what you decide. It will come down to your choice. What will you decide with this Ace of Swords once you have your own clarity? But again, for others of you, there is this opportunity for this to be from your person a decision for love, this opportunity to start again. The choice is yours. Pile 3, whether you're going to sort of kind of continue to wait this out here with this time card, just sort of like let the universe unfold things the way they need to unfold. Okay? Let it go. Surrender. Turn it over to the universe. You don't have control anyway. The people upstairs do. This is your reading for today, pile 3. I hope you're able to find some guidance for your situation. Thanks so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we'd like to ask you if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. I'll see you over in reading 4. Have a great day, guys. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose Focus and the Citrine obelisk. This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it or all the messages that come through today will resonate with you or your situation. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. And if it doesn't resonate at all with you, we do encourage you to make a different selection. So for today's reading, we're looking at no contact situations to see what's going on in your person's head and heart. So on the top row, we'll look at what's going on in their head and heart in regard to you. And then on the bottom row, we will see if communication and contact is coming from them. I do apologize for my voice. I am not sick. I'm at the tail end of a cold that hit me Saturday morning, and I sound a lot worse than how I feel. So I do apologize for my voice. It crackles, but it's still the same person that you've been watching for the readings. Okay, pile 4. Let's see what is going on in your person's head and heart. What is going on in their head and heart for pile 4? What is in their head and heart? Their person's head and heart. What is going on in their head and heart? Judgment. What else for pile 4? The Sun. What is going on in their head and heart for pile 4? What is going on for pile 4? Head and heart of their person. The King of Swords. What else for pile 4? What is going on in their person's head and heart? The Three of Swords. So, they definitely missed you, pile 4. No contact, they definitely missed you. Now, here's what's interesting. This Judgment card is very much about something that is rejuvenating. It's something that's renewing. It's about rejuvenation, restoration, representing itself. Something is representing itself from the past. Something is coming back, okay? And this Sun card, after a period of difficulties, storm, thunderstorms, the sun comes out and shines on you again. But what's beautiful about this Sun card in this deck is that it's got this yin-yang symbol here, right in the middle of that heart, in the middle of that purple flower, which really symbolizes the divine masculine and the divine feminine working together in union, okay? The Sun is about fulfillment. It's about happiness. It's about contentment. It's about all things coming together and being positive for you in your life. Now, this King of Swords. So this is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. So if you or your person have sun, moon, or rising in one of those signs, this can be a place of validation for you, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. It doesn't have to be, but that can be a place of validation for those who like to use astrology to validate their pile selection. This Three of Swords, this is what's going on in their heart. It's broken. They're sad. There's a really deep sadness here from your person. This is what's going on in their heart. They're sad. You're sad, of course, but I feel that they are sad as well, okay? Now, this King of Swords is someone who is decisive. They are someone who is going to take action. And when they decide what they're going to do, they're going to do it swiftly. They will be quick. They will be thorough. And it will just be boom, boom, boom. All kinds of communication coming out of nowhere. So I do feel that even though for many of you this is a place of no contact, no communication, I do feel that you are going to have contact and communication from this person. But let's look at that. So what's in their head? What's in their heart? Their heart is broken. They are thinking about communicating. They are thinking about you very much. They're thinking about bringing this connection between the two of you back together and creating this fresh start, new beginning here. And this time they want it to be a relationship that can go the distance. They want it to be something that comes with longevity, fulfillment, happiness, stability that comes with this Sun card. You are their sunshine. You are their sunshine. Okay, pile 4. So let's see, will there be communication from this person? I feel there will. This King of Swords shows us they will. The King of Swords is about communication. There be communication from pile 3. Will there be communication from pile 4's person? Well, the 8 of Wands, that is about communication. The 8 of Wands is communication. Let's see here, what else for pile 4? The Lovers. So that is Gemini energy. So Sun, Moon, Rising in Gemini for you or your person. That can be a place of validation for you. Pile 4. What else for pile 4? The Princess of Cups. This is the Holy Grail. I always think that this looks to me like the Holy Grail. Is this the Grail you seek? And this is really about contentment, fulfillment, love in a relationship. Now, this Lover's card is, I said it was Gemini, but it's also the twins. So this can be a twin flame connection between you and your person. It doesn't have to be. The Lovers is also about a soulmate connection. So it could be a soulmate connection as well. It does not have to be a soulmate or twin flame connection for this reading to work for you. This could just be a very strong connection between the two of you. Now, this 8 of Wands is about communication. It's also telling us, remember I said that when that King of Swords made the decision, they were going to be swift. They were going to start moving things quickly. This 8 of Wands tells us that once decisions are made and once there is a decision to initiate communication, things will start moving fast. Things will start moving quickly. Let's see what else for pile 4. Will there be communication? The Hierophant. So that is Taurus energy. So in answer to your question, will there be communication? The Lovers not only is about Gemini and about soulmates and about twin flames and about a loving connection, a loving relationship, a union of hearts, union of souls. It's also about a decision. The Lovers is about a decision. So making a decision, going to communicate and making a decision for love. So to answer the yes/no question here for you guys, pile 4, will there be communication? Yes, I feel there will be communication. Now, this Hierophant is Taurus energy, so Sun, Moon, Rising in Taurus for you or your person. That could be a place of validation for you. But the Hierophant is very much about someone who wants tradition. They're looking for a traditional relationship. But it's also about faith. The Hierophant is also about faith. And in this regard, I feel it's for both of you to have faith in the connection, to have faith in each other, and to have faith in the universe as well. When you've been through difficulties like this 3 of Swords, it's really hard to trust. It's really hard to have faith. The 3 of Swords is a card of sorrow. It's a card of sadness. It's really difficult to work through that 3 of Swords. It's about endings, separation, breakups, divorce, okay? So this is really about having faith in your person, in the connection, and in the universe. And there is a very strong connection here between you and your person. Pile 4, we can see this with Judgment, the Sun, the Hierophant, the Lovers. Very strong connection here. Now, the card that you selected for your reading is Focus. Focus. See that butterfly there? The butterfly is a symbol of change, transformation. Now is the time. This card is telling us that now is the time to put all of your focus, that's the focus for you, the focus for your person, on whatever is in front of you, okay? So this goes for both you and your person, pile 4. When we place our focused attention on matters and we're more likely to take action on it when we focus on it. Now, this King of Swords is someone who has a very strong sense of focus. They're able to focus. They're able to really work through a lot of problems because they have a great sense of logic. They're able to work through a lot of different issues. So focus, okay? So when we focus, we are more likely to take action on what we focus on. When we are afraid of our growth or we're afraid of our greatness, we may procrastinate, okay? We may even focus on everyone else except ourselves, which means we never have the time to do the things we need to do for ourselves. So if you're focusing on your person and what they need to do to grow and evolve, you could be missing out on where you need to grow and evolve, okay? So this for you, Pile 4, is saying that you need to bring your focus back to you and allow your person to focus on their healing and their growth, because that is what will give them more courage and strength to return to you. Okay, Pile 4, let's see what else we get here. What else for Pile 4? What is in their person's head and heart? Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So this is a couple that comes into union, okay? Very much like this Lover's card. So let's see what else we get here for you, Pile 4. What else for Pile 4? What is in that person's head and heart? What is in Pile 4's person's head and heart? This no contact situation. Great and full. Great and full. So this is very much like this Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And this is about this fullness of love. Cups are about emotions. Love is an emotion. This is a fullness of love. There is such a deep love here from your person to you, Pile 4. A very deep love. So what's in their head? What's in their heart? Love is in their heart. Their head is full of heartbreak, sorrow, and sadness. But they are going to change this. There is going to be a change in the dynamic between you and this person that you're asking about today. I do feel that that is what's happening here for many of you that selected Pile 4. So let's see, will there be communication from Pile 4? Will Pile 4's person communicate? Will there be communication? Ask your angels. Oh ha, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So let's see what's on the bottom. No need to worry in the near future. Okay, so there is going to be communication. It looks like there is going to be communication from your person. Pile 4, okay? Now, we're going to do some message cards, and we're going to do some on the top. We're going to do 2 different decks. These are our decks, and they are hot off the press. They will be for sale soon, so if you like them, please leave us a comment, and we'll tell you about when we'll have them available in our Etsy shop. So the first deck I'm using is Unspoken Love Messages from the Heart. So this is very much about, well, this is very much about what is going on in their head and heart for your person. What is going on in your person's head and heart for Pile 4 in this no contact situation? I wore masks, but you could see right through me, and that scared me. See, when you have this kind of a connection, whether it's a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, you can't wear a mask. You have to be authentic. And so they were afraid. They wore the mask, but you could see right through that, and this created a sense of fear and instability in them. See what else here? I don't want to change my life right now. Okay? But they will be changing their life in the near future. Let's see what else here for pile 4. I wish I could tell you how much I still love you. Well, we know this. We know the love is still there. I know this is a once-in-a-lifetime love. No one will ever compare to you. Once-in-a-lifetime love. It's really important with these message cards that you just take in what resonates and let the rest go. These message cards will not resonate with everyone's situation or everyone's scenario because they're all so different. Let's see what else for pile 4. You still hold the key to my heart. There's still so much love here. Pile 4 from your person to you. Now I'm going to use the next set of message cards here. Divine, masculine soul messages. We're going to get some more messages from their head and from their heart about what they feel and what they think for you concerning this during this no contact time. From their heart, head for pile 4. I just wasn't ready for you. You came into my life like a lightning strike. Like a lightning strike, right? Like a lightning strike. And you did. Just jolted them awake. Like poof. Like a bolt of lightning just striking them out of nowhere. Pile 4. I'm ending things with someone else because I only want to be with you. Okay. Now this may apply to some of you. It will not apply to all of you. Please take what resonates and let the rest go. Perhaps your person is stuck in a toxic or dysfunctional or karmic situation and they need to release that. They need to let that go so they're able to be with you. Let's see what else for pile 4. You really were the best thing in my life, and you can still have this best thing in your life, pile 4's person. You can still have this. You just have to grow and reach out and hit that moment of epiphany and clarity, which it looks like they're going to, by the way. True love is the most powerful magic of all. I know in my heart our love will conquer any storm. Very much. The storm and the sun. The sun comes out after the storm and it allows the land to dry up. The sun came out and dried up the landing land from that song. But this is true love. There is this realization from your person that there's a really strong connection here. They know that it's something that's beyond just normal relationship experience. They may call it something else. There is a fullness of love here from this person to you, pile 4. I see you in my dreams. We are already together in 5D. There's still so much potential here for this connection to your person, pile 4. There is a recognition that it's time to create a fresh start, new beginning here. They do know that you are the sunshine in their life. They do know that there is a really deep connection and a really deep bond that exists here between the two of you. And they are wanting something traditional. This is time to have faith in the universe and have faith in your person, have faith in yourself, and faith in your connection. It is going to take some forgiveness on your part when your person comes, presents themselves to you as a romantic partner, again, and offers an apology, which that King of Swords tells us they will do. There is still potential here. You've got the Lovers, the Princess of Cups. You have this opportunity for this connection and for this relationship to come together. Your person misses you, and I do feel that they are beating themselves up and have a lot of regret and remorse around that. This is your reading for today, pile 4. I hope you were able to find some guidance for your situation. Thank you so much for watching, and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like to look at your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description and pinned to the first comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, guys.